In 2011, we had 11 major closures on the Champlain Bridge. That was a lot of closures and a lot of impact on traffic. And we realized that we didn't fit that much work into each closure. So what we did is we combined as much work as possible into major closures that we called BLITZES, where we closed down the bridge completely from one end to the other in one direction. With the new BLITZES, we've managed to cut down to about 3 or 4 major closures and do a lot more work in each closure to minimize impact on traffic. Our objective is to plan the works 18 months in advance to make sure that we take into consideration all the important issues to address before we start the work, to make sure that the work is done without any problems. The nature of our work makes it that we need to work during the summer. We can't do any concrete during the winter. So in terms of weekends, there's about 26 usable weekends during the summer, but because of events such as the fireworks, the marathon, the Grand Prix, these events make it that we only have about 10 to 15 weekends that we can actually use, and that's not dependent on weather. We try to do as much work as we can during the night. We never do any work during the day, especially during peak hours. But what happens is some types of work, for example, repairing concrete, takes a lot of time. First of all, closing down a lane takes about an hour, and opening up a lane takes about an hour, which leaves us about 4 hours of effective time that we have to work. So that's not something that's very useful for us, and it really affects the quality of work. So a lot of work cannot be done at night. When we close a lane down, it takes a lot of time, it impacts our users, and it costs a lot of money. So what we try to do is combine as much work as possible into one lane closure. So with a lot of planning and coordination of the work, we managed to reduce the amount of major lane closures. We think that is something that we can be very proud of.